What's happening, friends? How is everybody doing today? Well, I've been having some difficulties on the road lately, and I had to do a series of preliminary testing to find out what the problem was. Actually, it's multiple problems, as it turns out. And one of the problems I alleviated by changing the oil filter. Now, it wasn't time to change the oil filter, but what had happened was I was experimenting with different types of not engine cleaners, but fuel system cleaners, over the course of months. And I feel that I've dislodged quite a bit of buildup in the engine, specifically through the fuel system. Now, this caused the filter to clog up. I'm currently since my last oil change, I'm currently at 3,000 miles. And yeah, it's full. It's the I can't even bring it out right now because it's so full of oil that it's dripping. So, in order to make room for this mess that I have to take care of, let's recap some things just to bring you all up to speed to where I am right now. So, Fram XG number doesn't matter because the number is specific to the type of engine you have. So the number changes. But the XG is supposed to be a better version of the Fram filter. I've tried Fram TG, Fram XG. I've tried what is it? Fram Titanium? Yeah, Fram Titanium. And we've also tried Mobil 1 and MicroGuard. The Fram XG. Nice amount of pleats. It has that wonderful plastic insert, and it has a wire backing. It's wire reinforcement to keep it from collapsing. And it works pretty darn good. It works pretty good. So, of course, I had to really put it to the test. So I have to compare this to other types of filters. So, today we're going to do a little comparison and review. The Fram, what is this, TG? Yep, this is the Fram TG, made in China. I remember, there we go. So, as you can see, it has that wonderful plastic insert. Nice amount of pleats. But the thing is, they get soggy. They get soggy, and then they start to collapse. Is there a better filter than the Fram GT? Yes. Yes, there is. So, that brings us back around to the XG. Is the XG better than the TG? Yes. In my opinion, yes. Why, you say? Well, let's break it down. They both have that nice number of pleats. They both have a nice, decent number of pleats. But the XG, as you can tell, hasn't buckled as much as the TG. It could be because of the reinforced plastic insert, or it could be because of the wire backing. Allows oil to go through, traps more dirt, and keeps the media, the pleats, from collapsing, unlike the GT. So, you're buying an oil filter and you want it to last as long as possible before you have to change your oil. You want it to pick up as much dirt and particles out of the oil before you have to get it changed. Well, if you go into a shop, they'll take care of you. Not all shops are created equal. I won't mention any names. That's on you to decide. But if you're doing it yourself, if you're in your garage, in your driveway, you're changing your own oil and filter, the TG, that ain't what you want. No. You might start out with the TG, but trust me, do the upgrade. Do the upgrade. You don't want this. You don't want that. The XG, Fram XG, nice. Very nice. I purchased this twice since I've had the vehicle that I'm driving now. Twice. But then I had to ask myself, is there better? I checked online, I read some articles, and a lot of people have sworn by other products, other companies that build a better oil filter. Okay. Hey, to each his own. But just in case you were wondering, I picked up a few. As I said, TG, that's out. If you follow my channel, don't do the TG. Fram makes some good filters, but this ain't it. that Fram TG, like I said, you can start off with that one, but this ain't it. XG is a lot better. It could be because of the insert. It could be because of the wire backing. It could be a combination of both. But the XG is definitely a good start to bigger and better things. So, that being said, now I had the opportunity to try the Mobil 1 oil filter. And after I used that one, I swapped that out for a MicroGuard. And this is where it starts to really get good. This is the XG. It's stamped on the filter. This is the Mobil 1. And as you can see, it has no wire backing. And yet, it hasn't buckled as much. Almost the same as the Fram XG. But it seems like the Mobil might have more pleats. And just casually observing, right off the bat, it looks like the Mobil has more pleats. And as I said, it didn't buckle as much as other filters. And it doesn't have a wire backing like the Fram. Now compare that to the Fram TG, which also doesn't have a metal backing. You see the difference? You see how the TG buckles? You see how the Mobil 1 buckles? I don't know about you, but it seems like to me, the more it buckles, the less filtration you're getting. If I had a choice between the Mobil 1 and the Fram GT, I don't care if they was out of stock. I'd rather go with the Mobil 1 than the Fram GT. Look at it. I want you to take my word for it, but at the same time, look at the evidence. You see this one, and you see which one looks like it's about to just have a complete breakdown. This one you know is good because it's got a wire reinforcement. But a filter that doesn't have wire reinforcement and still performs, Mobil 1. As I said, I tried the Mobil 1 and I replaced that with the MicroGuard. I've used the MicroGuard air filters. They're pretty decent, so I figured I'd give the oil filters a try. Well, I think they got a long ways to go. MicroGuard Select Extended Life is supposed to be comparable to other synthetic blend medias where you can use it they recommended you use this type in conventional or synthetic oil. However, in my testing, it ain't that good, bruh. It ain't that good. In fact, where did I put that other filter at? This is the MicroGuard. No wire backing, no wire reinforcement, just the regular medium. This one has no wire backing, and this is the Mobil 1 filter. This is the Fram TG. The Fram TG, as bad as it folded, it didn't do as bad as the MicroGuard. It didn't do as bad as the MicroGuard. That one side of the TG looked like it's about to collapse. If you compare that with the MicroGuard, which one would you put in your engine? And as I said before, if you compare either one of those, with the Mobil 1 filter that doesn't have any metal backing, big difference. Big difference. And of course, the GT, the XG. But again, this has a wire backing, so you know this is going to last a little bit longer. It's almost as structurally sound as it was the day I put it in. So, where does that bring us? I'm just going to put it out there. Say you getting ready to sell a car. You don't want to spend a lot of money on an oil change. You need a decent filter. The Fram TG. I would pick the Fram TG, even if it was my own personal vehicle, and I just need to put an oil filter in there to see where the engine is at, how much dirt is in there, how much dirt is getting filtered out. I'd get the Fram TG over the MicroGuard. I would not pick the MicroGuard at all. That's out. Now, when it comes to the Fram TG versus the Mobil 1, that's not even, I can't even consciously procrastinate on that decision. I'm trying, but I already know the answer. Between these three, I would get the Mobil 1 synthetic blend medias. Now, it is said that the wicks and the purulators are better quality than these three. And that's what we're going to find out. I've already purchased the Purolator 1, I think it is. I have a Purolator filter installed in the car. So, going to find out how that's going to work. And as soon as the other Fram filter, the titanium filter, dries out, then I can make my video on that. But in the meantime, as I said, when it comes to these three filters right here, the Mobil one is the better buy. You can pick this one up online, or you can check up at your local Walmart. That's usually where I get mine when I'm not going to a dedicated auto parts store. Some auto parts stores do carry it, but I see they only carry the Mobil one filters for certain vehicle types. So I usually just go to Walmart and pick up one. But yeah, Mobil one definitely hit the mark on the cheap, inexpensive oil filters. Now, the Fram titanium, the Wix, the Purolator one, are those filters better than these? Or should I say, are those filters better than the Mobil one? I don't know. But we're going to find out. So until then, my friends, stay safe. And I might see you out on the road.